Hey everyone, Kimtana here, and one of the most frequent questions that I get, whether it's at school, or at work, or the internet, or wherever, is, Kimtana, where are you from? And then I usually ask them, well, where do you think I'm from? And they're usually wrong. So, and I was getting the quizzes for How Dumb is Kimtana. I noticed that there were some quizzes that offered to guess exactly where you were from based on your answers. And so I wanted to see if these quizzes were any better at figuring out where I'm from than anyone that I've ever worked with or gone to school with. For those of you who do not know, I was born, raised, and have lived all of my life in the Boston area. I am from Boston, Massachusetts, but I've never lived in Boston. I've been to Boston, but I've never lived in Boston. But I'm generally like a few towns away from Boston. Right now, I'm 2 towns away from Boston. So I'm wicked close. We're going to see if the brilliance of these tests will be able to tell. So the first test is Zimbios. Can we guess which part of the US you're from? So let's see. Can you? What do you call a sweet carbonated beverage? A soda, a pop, a Coke? None of the above. I call it tonic. So, like Pepsi and Coke, they're tonic. Well, so, if my second guess, it's never pop. I don't call it pop. And Coke, well, that's weird. I'll take a Coke. So, Coke? No, I want Pepsi. Well, so, alright. So, I'm gonna go with soda because... What do you call a long sandwich? A hoagie, a grinder, a sub, a hero, or a po' boy? Po' boy? Po' boy? Po' boy? Po' boy? I call it a sub. It's definitely a sub. I'm gonna have a sub. What do you call the colored flecks of candied sugar that top donuts and cupcakes? This is an interesting question because it wants me to choose between the two, but so in Massachusetts we call the colored things sprinkles and the chocolatey ones jimmies. Jimmies are always chocolate, and so you have them on ice cream, but you have sprinkles that are colored on cupcakes. So it's asking for colored, so I've got to go with sprinkles, even though that defies what I think their logic is, because Jimmy is a Bostonian thing, because you have chocolate sprinkles, which we call jimmies. So they're colored, so I'm going to choose sprinkles. What do you call eggs made in boiling water? Dropped or poached? I've never heard of dropped eggs except for when they fall right onto the floor, so I'm going to say poached. What do you call the silver things that dispense water in public places? Now, I have had arguments about this because, okay, it's very self-explanatory. So the water fountain is that thing that you find in a park that just sprouts it out and kids dance in it, you throw pennies in it. That's a water fountain. A drinking fountain is that thing at school where you push the lever and the water comes right over, and then you somehow use like gravity to, or whatever physics thing, to suck it up with the straw that you make with your lips. A water bubbler is that thing with the big tub thing, you know, like some people call it a water cooler, you know, the water cooler conversation. That's a bubbler. The reason you call it a bubbler is because after you've pulled the lever for the water and water has gone into your cup, the thing bubbles up. So it's a bubbler. It creates bubbles. So it's the silver thing that dispenses water in public places. If it's silver, that means it's a drinking fountain because you're going to drink from it. It's not cement, so it's not a water fountain. So I'm going to go drinking fountain. What do you call the thing that changes channels on your television? Oh, that's a remote. It's not a clicker. What do you call the thing that dispenses water that you can connect a hose to? Okay, so if you're saying a hose, I'm guessing you're talking about outside. And so outside, it's a spigot, that thing with the turny thing. Inside, it's a faucet, but outside, it's a spigot. What do you call casual rubber-soled shoes made for walking? Sneakers or tennis shoes? Definitely sneakers. Those are sneakers. And that was a great movie, by the way. What kind of mayonnaise can you find at your grocery store? Best Foods, Hellmann's. Definitely Hellmann's. I have never heard of Best Foods. What do you call that long piece of furniture you sit on to watch TV or take a nap? Couch, sofa, Davenport. Not Davenport. Isn't Davenport in Maine? Whenever I say, oh, I'm going to go sit on the couch, I say, I just said it, I'm going to sit on the couch. So, sat on the couch. What do you call the stone at the center of a peach? It's a peach pit. What is a peach kernel? What is a peach? Does anyone actually call it a peach kernel? No, it's peach pit. How do you pronounce camel? Sorry, I just did. I've actually also had debates about this, especially at work, because we deal with a lot of camel. There are two different ways of even spelling camel, but I spell them both the same way. I don't understand the camel. I mean, it's get to the point. You want to get to the point, so get to it quickly. So it's camel. It's 2 syllables, camel. What do you call the bugs that light up? Oh, those are fireflies, lightning bugs. I don't know what you're talking about. How do you not... Have you never been a child? Have you never chased after fireflies? Ugh, they're fireflies. When you cover a person's house in toilet paper, what are you doing? Are you TPing? I thought it was typing at first. Who rolls the house? I'm rolling their house. No, it's TPing. Where do you get your coffee? Okay, so this is interesting because, I hate coffee. I really hate coffee. I get my coffee from instant coffee. I don't like it. But I also work for a coffee company, and it's on this list, and that's kind of weird. But I'm not going to out it. Prior to working there, where did I get my coffee? I got it from the grocery store and I made it. But the best place to get coffee up in this area is Dunk's. You gotta go to Dunk's. According to our very scientific calculations, you come from the south. Nope. No, I do not. What part of that makes me come from the south? Alright, well, Zimbio couldn't guess where I'm from. Alright, fine. Okay, so up next is a PureWow quiz. What's your regional dialect? What do you call the shoes you wear to work out? Sneakers, gym shoes, tennis shoes, running shoes. Oh, they're sneakers. How do you pronounce this word? Syrup or syrup? It's syrup. Maple syrup. Syrup. No, it's not syrup. It's syrup. Syrup? Yeah. Syrup. What do you call a delicious carbonated beverage? Soda, pop, Coke, soft drink. Tonic. It's a word. Tonic. So it's not a soft drink. Nope, not pop or Coke like I discussed the last one, so it's soda. And that thing that spurts out water for you to drink, just discussed it before, it's a drinking fountain. When you order in food, it's called takeout, carryout. Takeout. You buy these, dried usually, at Trader Joe's. Product placement. And you call them apricots, apricots. Apricots? No, they're apricots. You can't arrest me. I'm calling my lawyer. I'm going to call him a lawyer. Something you might have heard on the road growing up. That big rig on the freeway is blocking traffic. There's an 18-wheeler parked near the beer barn. That truck accident is causing some rubbernecking. That semi is causing gapers block on the highway. Okay, I've never heard of a beer barn. I've never heard of gapers block. We don't really call it a big rig. We do call it a freeway sometimes. Highway? Oh, highway. But we definitely use rubbernecking. So the truck accident is causing some rubbernecking. Yeah, rubbernecking. And those circle road thingies are... Oh, alright. So I usually call them roundabouts or rotaries. Rotary is such a Bostonian thing. Sometimes I call it a roundabout. Most of the time it's a rotary, especially when I'm thinking about traffic and we gotta get up to the rotary. I never call it a traffic circle. I'm gonna go with rotary because that's more what I would say when I'm actually like driving and not thinking about it. For the most part, when I'm describing it to people, I usually say roundabout. Usually because when I say rotary, they have no idea what it is I'm talking about. So, what do you call paper you're about to toss? Recyclable. Scratch paper, scrap paper. Oh, it's scrap paper. I need some scrap paper so I can jot down a note. Raining while it's sunny out is a sun shower. Is this a saying? Really? The devil beating his wife? That's horrible. That I've never heard that in my life. I really don't call it anything. No, it's definitely a sun shower because it's like the sun is shining. It's a shower during the sun. That little bug that can fold into a ball. Well, it's not really folding so much as it's rolling into a ball, but I believe you mean a pill bug. A roly-poly, a doodle bug. That's cool. Potato bug, pill bug. Yeah, it's a pill bug. And there's other bugs that light up. Fireflies versus lightning bugs. They are fireflies. Cot and cot are pronounced the same. Cot and cot. Cot, quat. No, it's not quat. Cot and cot. 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 Same? Yes. True? Yes. And finally, how would you pronounce root? I'd do root. Route? Is that route? Route 128. Route 66. Yeah, route, not Route 66. Yeah, route. You route. Who routes? You're probably from the Northeast. Well done. Okay, PureWow, you are good. You call trucks that carry freight tractor trailers, and you laugh in the face of anyone who calls soda pop. Yeah, because that's stupid. Pop is music. The words cot and cot are not the same. Wait, no, I did say that. Wait, quat? What? Well, if I said quat, but I don't say quat. What? The words cot and cot are not the same. Yep, you're probably from the Northeast. And if you're not, well, you better move there, baby. Because that's where you truly belong. Okay, so this is zoos. Can we guess which state you live in? So, what is your favorite season? Winter. Love the snow, love the snow, love the snow, miss it. I hate all the other seasons. What is your favorite sport? I don't do a lot of sports. Sports are too violent for me. Well, they really are nowadays. They didn't used to be. I will only watch football for Super Bowl because the commercials. So I'm going to go with sports are too violent for me because I don't like them anymore. What is your favorite animal? Wolf. None of the above. Okay. Snake, seagull, dolphin, or hawk? Dolphin? I do love dolphins. Dolphins are cool. Dolphin. Your favorite footwear? Sneakers. Sneakers. Boots, high heels, none. I prefer to go barefoot. Nope. Sneakers. Love a comfortable pair of sneakers. But only for outside, not for in. What is the most productive time of your day? Early morning, late at night, in the afternoon, late morning. Okay, this is weird, because if I was to choose, I am a night owl. I am so productive. I'm doing this at night. I will edit at night. I do my best at night. I'm definitely a night owl. But my work does not let me do that. And I'm usually got to be up super early in the morning. And same with school. But if I am most honest here and am doing what is my own device, it's going to be late at night. I am a night owl. I really am. Your favorite music genre? Blues, rock and roll, world, or country? I love soundtracks and classical, which is not on here. If I've got to choose, it's never going to be country. I'm sorry. Blues, nope. World music, depends. I love Celtic, but most world music, I'm not into. I'm gonna go rock and roll because it's the lesser of all of them. Which of these nicknames might somebody call you? Big Red, Slick, Sleepy, or Queenie? No one would ever call me Queenie. Or Big Red or Slick. No one would call me any of these. This is silly. What would someone call me? Well, I rarely ever get any sleep, so I'm gonna have to go with Sleepy because that's how I feel all the time. So if people were to choose, that's what they would call me. Your favorite kind of meat? None. Beef, chicken? None. I'm a vegetarian or pork. I am a vegetarian. I've been vegetarian since I was 13, so that's like 26 years? Not doing math. I'm not doing math. How do you like your food prepared? Barbecued, microwaved, raw, or oven-baked? I don't eat it raw, and I hate barbecue. I hate barbecue. Microwave is usually how I do it, but that's because of ease. But I really do love oven-baked food. If I could ever do it, I do oven-baked food. Your favorite period from history? Old West, the colonial days, the ancient days of Greece, or the days of the Old Testament? Well, I'm a little bit biased here, but I'm going to have to say the days of the Old Testament. Not that it was the easiest for a woman like me, but there was a lot of cool things going on that we have in Scripture. and I would be able to hopefully meet, Abraham or Moses. Yeah, I'm going to go with Old Testament. What's your favorite form of exercise? Lifting weights, running, swimming, doing yard work. I hate exercise, mostly because I'm too tired, and with work, I don't need to exercise. From these, lifting weights, nope. Running, can't run. Doing yard work, I hate it because of pollen, so I'm gonna have to go with swimming because it's in water, and so it's nice and cool, and I like anything that makes me cool. I'm gonna go with swimming. Your favorite U.S. president? Lyndon B. Johnson, JFK, Jimmy Carter, Dwight Eisenhower. Favorite. This is a weird question. Okay. I was born in the Jimmy Carter administration, but I don't know too much about it. I'm gonna go with the most famous, the one I know, and the one who's from here, JFK. He had his problems, but then again, they all did. What's the most musical thing you do? Playing a guitar, singing in the shower, playing ukulele, singing in church. Well, it's not gonna be ukulele. I don't play guitar. Singing in the shower, don't do that. I don't really sing in church because I have a horrible singing voice. So if I was to choose, I'm going to say singing in church. I do love worship music. What about you attracts people's attention? My loud voice, fashionable looks, my laid-back style, or my kindness? It's not my fashionable looks. I don't know if anyone's seen how I dress, but nope. My laid-back style, not really laid back. I'm going to say kindness. I mean, I'm wicked loud, but my kindness usually attracts more people's attention, especially people who don't hear my loud voice. So, kindness. What's your favorite kind of movie? A western, an action movie, a fun comedy, or a religious movie? Well, I don't like westerns. And I know many of you are thinking, oh yeah, a religious movie. No, I can't stand them. Why? Because most of them are biblically inaccurate, and it drives me nuts, and I end up screaming at the TV. No, not religious movie, because no one's been able to do a completely biblically accurate religious movie. So no. An action movie or fun comedy, though. I really like both. What do I watch the most? Well, I watch a lot of sci-fi and fantasy. So I'm gonna say if I was given a choice to watch a fun comedy or an action movie, I would definitely go more towards the action movie because that's more suited into, the sci-fi and fantasy things. So I know they're talking like Lethal Weapon and Die Hard, which I love, by the way. Yeah, I'm gonna go action movie. What kind of dancing do you like most? Square dancing, wild and sexy, close and romantic. I'm too shy for dancing. I hate dancing. And I've got nobody to dance with anyway, so I'm gonna say I'm too shy for dancing. I certainly don't do wild and sexy, and even if I had someone, wouldn't do it. Square dancing, nope, not square dancing. Close and romantic, yeah, that's if I had anyone. But yeah, I don't dance, so I'm too shy for dancing. People ask me, hey, you should come to that. Nope, I don't dance. What do people dislike about you? Everything. I'm kind of arrogant. I don't have time to relax. I'm too passive. People find me kind of boring. I'm not arrogant. I'm not too passive. I'm gonna have to go with I don't have time to relax. So many of my coworkers are like, you should hang out. And it's like, no, I've got 20 papers I gotta do and work in the next morning and videos to make. So I'm gonna say time to relax. I don't know if this is a stupid question, but I'm gonna say I don't have time to relax. What did you like most about school? Recess, showing off for the teacher, sleeping in class, doing my homework. I have never slept in class, and it drives me nuts when kids do, because you don't understand. The value of education is amazing. You get a chance to learn something that you never knew before, and you're able to use it in a world that is just begging for the need of knowledge and for wisdom. And why would you sleep during that? We learned some of the best stuff in school, sometimes for later use, but it's really interesting. When you really look at it, school is super interesting. What did I most like? I mean, in elementary school, I liked recess because I have dyslexia and dysnomia. So school was always really, really, really hard when I was a kid. doing things in the class, it was terrifying because the teacher would ask me, to answer a question. And if it was on the board, well, I was in trouble because I couldn't read it in time for her. And then when I tried to say it, say the answer, I couldn't describe it because of dysnomia. For those of you who don't know, dyslexia is difficulty in reading. Dysnomia is difficulty in putting into words what it is someone is trying to say. Almost like being dyslexic with your words. It's, everyone kind of has it when they're tongue-tied, but imagine that all the time. So when I was in elementary school, and I'm going to base this off of elementary school, because as I got older and I understood more about how to deal with my disabilities, I enjoyed doing homework because I found ways to get around it and to how to work through that. But if recess is here, then we're talking about elementary school. And I really loved recess because I was wicked good at kickball. Oh, man, was I good at kickball. I used to get home runs all the time. So, elementary school, recess for the kickball. What kinds of books do you read? Military books, mystery novels, poetry books, the Bible. This is a very short list of genres. It's interesting because the Bible's on there, but it says books in plural. But I mean, it is canon is several books together. But I definitely never do military books. And I don't particularly like mystery novels because, poetry books, nope, I don't like poetry books. Never really read them either. I definitely read the Bible. But I read a lot of, I love the Harry Potter series. I love books that are nonfiction books, especially about certain issues, like social justice, or I love Christian inspiration books. I love language books, lexicons and whatnot. So, this one's easy in a way. So I'm going with the Bible because that's what I read the most. That's the book I read the most, definitely. Read it every day. What kind of hat do you prefer? Cowboy hat, wool cap, a fedora, or a baseball cap? I hate hats because they are too constricting and they make it's too hot. Definitely not a wool cap. I am allergic to wool. And even if it was like a polyester fleece hat, wouldn't wear it too hot. I never wear hats in the winter. Drives everyone nuts. I will wear t-shirts in the winter. I rarely ever wear what people call coats. My coat is my flannel shirt, which drives everyone nuts too. Cowboy hat, nope, I don't wear cowboy hats. A fedora, I would look stupid in a fedora. A baseball cap, however, I wear baseball caps at work. So, from this list, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to go with what I usually wear, and that's a baseball cap. What kind of beverage do you prefer? Whiskey, a Red Bull, pineapple juice, or milk? These questions are just, they don't have the right, genres to them. I don't drink alcohol at all. Red Bull, it's not vegetarian, so I don't drink that either. Even if I could, that's too much caffeine for me. I would die. Although, I should probably drink more caffeine. Pineapple juice, it's okay. Milk, oh, I hate straight up milk. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm gonna have to go with pineapple juice because it's a fruit juice. I love water. That's what I drink. I usually drink water, but it's not on this list. So pineapple juice. How do you feel about tattoos? I've got plenty. I have a small one. I don't need them. My skin is pretty enough. Tattoos are a sin against God. This is looking for the religious answer. However, a lot of people who think that tattoos are a sin against God are reading that scripture wrong, and that tattoos are not a sin against God. One scripture in the Old Testament says that you shouldn't wear markings on your skin. And that is because in the biblical days, the Old Testament days, going back to the question from before, in the Old Testament days, when people would wear tattoos, it had a completely different connotation, and it was more a pagan form of worship kind of a thing, without getting too much into detail. So they're not a sin against God because the tattoos we have today are not the tattoos that are in the Bible that they're talking about. So nope, that's not what I think. I don't have any tattoos because I cannot deal with pain. I can't handle pain. A paper cut puts me into traction. I can't do it. I would love to get a tattoo or several, but I can't. I physically can't because pain. I don't need them. My skin's pretty enough. Where's the I'm too much of a wuss to get one option? I'm gonna go with this one because I don't have any. Your ideal of a great first date? Barbecue, a wild nightclub, a romantic walk on the beach, going to church together. Again, this is looking for the religious answer, but here's the thing. If it's your first date, going to church shouldn't be it. That's strange because it shouldn't be about, your first romantic thing. Going to church is about God. It should be the focus of God. It shouldn't be a date. It's fine if you're dating to go to church together, and I highly recommend if you are in a church, find someone in your same church, because it's really, really hard to have someone whose home church is different from yours to choose between the two churches, because that's like choosing between families. So I wouldn't say going to church as a first date. The focus of church should not be he's nice and oh, she's beautiful and whatever. It should be God. So this should never be a first date. Definitely go to church together. That is definitely a great way to bond. A barbecue? Nope, hate barbecues. Wild nightclub? I am not the partying type. A romantic walk on the beach. Where is a romantic walk through a beautiful snow-fallen forest in which the little woodland creatures run around to and fro and make little tracks, and you all watch them as you are crunching through beautiful, glorious snow? Where's that option? I'm gonna have to go with this because process of elimination. Which of these vacations sounds best? Traveling to an exotic land, going someplace really loud, staying home and chilling, going to visit family in another state. I don't really have family in another state, so that's not it. And traveling to an exotic land, I don't like doing that because expensive and I can't eat a lot of foods that are found everywhere. Nope. Going someplace really loud, that's just silly. If I were ever to take a vacation, I have never had a vacation, a true vacation. If I was to have time off where I didn't have to work or do anything, I would stay home and chill. Of course, I really wouldn't chill. I'd probably be making videos. My ideal time of relaxation is reading or just catching up with some videos or perusing through recipes or craft ideas or even making crafts. That is my ideal vacation. Man, I wish I could do that. What's your favorite kind of TV show? A reality show, something to help me around the house, some nice music, or family comedy? How is nice music a TV show? I don't really watch a lot of TV. Something to help me around the house. What, like a do-it-yourself? I really don't like those because to me a lot of those do-it-yourselfs, it's like, this is if you have tons of money and time and people to help you. And I don't. I can't stand reality shows. Nice music. I like music, but not as a TV show. Family comedies, I will watch it if I have to. If I was to watch anything, it would be something like Doctor Who. But from this list, I'm going to say family comedy. What's your favorite color? Where's blue? Blue, blue, blue. Blue. It is always blue. Blue is my favorite color. Love blue, without question. Blue. What item could you never leave the house without? My cowboy hat, my cell phone, my radio, or my purse? Well, as I discussed, I don't wear a cowboy hat. I don't use a purse. I do not like purses. I'm a bag freak. I absolutely love bags and pockets. But I have a backpack, never a purse. Purses are like, I want to be a bag, but I'm not. I'm frilly. And I don't like them. Radio. Who the heck carries a radio around anymore? It's going to be cell phone because I always need my cell phone. Who leaves their cell phone at home? It's my internet. It's my email. It's my texts. Sometimes I get a call. I rarely ever get a call on it. But yeah, it's going to be my cell phone. Your favorite kind of weather? Snow. Snow, snow, snow. Where's the snow? There's no snow. How is there no snow? Where's blizzard-like condition? Where's nor'easter? Hot and humid, dry and cool, a little too hot, cold. I do not like anything above 30 degrees. I do not. Not dry and cool because that means no snow. So I'm going to go with cold because I love cold. I could be outside in like -degree weather and be so comfortable. I always tell people one of the best feelings in the world is going out into a really frigid day and breathing in so that your nostrils freeze. That's when you know you're alive. Oh, man. It's the best and I miss it. It's starting to be summer and I hate it. What do you respect most in other people? Individuality, ambition, a peaceful temperament, respect for authority. I don't like ambition because usually ambition turns into arrogance. Individuality can also be good, except sometimes people are so individual that they push other people away. I'm going to go with a peaceful temperament. If you have a peaceful temperament and then ambition, you're less likely to be arrogant. If you have a peaceful temperament and individuality, you tend to be less exclusive. I'm going to go with a peaceful temperament. Your favorite water vehicle? A motorboat, a sailboat, a surfboard, or canoe? I do not do water vehicles. If I was to choose one, I'd do jet ski because that looks like it would be fun, but it's not here. Definitely not surfboard because I can't balance on anything. Canoe, that's way too much work. Motorboat tends to kill off a lot of wildlife, so I don't do that. Sailboat, I think from these four, yeah, because it's environmentally nice and I don't have to row nothing, so I don't have to do anything. I'll just sit back and relax and let the wind take me away. Yeah, sailboat. Go with that. All right. Hawaii. Say aloha to the aloha state. You have a sense of calm about the world that enables you to stay in the moment even when the world is chaotic and scary. You know how to roll with life's punches. You also know how to ignore the latest trends and simply be yourself. Only a place as warm and placid as Hawaii. Be where you belong. Can we guess which state you live in? I don't like tropical weather, or sand, or heat, or hot, or not snow. How did I get, how? Any other state that has snow? Hawaii? Quiz thinks I'm Hawaiian. Okay, well, I think that's a good place to end. Wow. So it looks like the internet is just as bad as telling where I'm from as the people I work with. It is what it is, but as I said, I am a Bostonian through and through, despite what I sound like, despite the words I use. I will always love the snow. Give me a nor'easter any day. So that is going to do it for me. Check these tests out for yourself. I'm going to leave them in the description below. See if they can tell where you're from. And tell me in the comments where you're from and where these quizzes told you you were from. And see if they were as far off as I was. Oh my gosh, I can't believe Hawaii. No. So, thank you guys so much. If you like this video, please hit the like below. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Hit the little dingly bell to get notifications when I post new content. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. So, have a great and wonderful night, guys. I will see you when I see you. Take care. Bye.